Let's talk about a place that's basically the supermodel of island chains, the Aeolian Islands. Picture yourself floating in the Tyrrhenian Sea off Sicily's northern coast, gazing at 7 volcanic islands: Lipari, Vulcano, Salina, Stromboli, Filicudi, Alicudi, and Panarea. These islands aren't just beautiful, they're alive, literally smoking thanks to Stromboli, which has been erupting for 2,000 years. It's the drama queen of volcanoes, always making a scene. The Aeolians are Italy's VIP lounge, UNESCO World Heritage status and all. Here you can hike a volcano in the morning and sip Malvasia wine by afternoon, all with that classic Italian charm. Forget your typical beach getaway, these islands are built on fire and myth. Legend says, Aeolus, god of winds, kept the world's breezes locked up here. The Aeolians are a full-blown experience, a place where the ground rumbles and the views will ruin all other landscapes for you. You'll come back home, look at a regular hill and think, not even smoking. These islands have a story that started with a bang billions of years ago. It's a tale of gods, heroes, pirates, and a whole lot of fire. So, if you want a destination with personality, history, and a little volcanic attitude, you're in the right place. The Aeolian Islands, where nature and legend collide. Ready to dive in? Let's explore what makes these islands truly unforgettable. Trust me, you'll want to hear this story. So how do you make an island from scratch? Mother Nature's recipe is pure drama. Deep underground, the African and Eurasian plates collide, melting rock into magma, Earth's spicy soup. That magma rises, pushing through cracks until bam, it erupts through the seafloor. Lava and ash pile up, building a mountain underwater, eruption after eruption. Eventually the peak breaks the surface. Voila, a brand new island. The Aeolian Islands are a family of these volcanic creations, some still active, like Stromboli and Vulcano. When you stand on one, you're on the tip of a massive underwater mountain, forged in fire. These islands didn't just drift away from the mainland, they exploded onto the scene. And every time Stromboli erupts, it's a reminder the kitchen's still open. The Aeolians are living proof of our planet's power. Not just rocks in the sea, but monuments to Earth's wildest forces. So next time you visit, remember, you're walking on a masterpiece millions of years in the making. Now let's see who first called these fiery islands home. Long before Instagram, the Aeolian Islands had their own celebrities, the gods. Aeolus, keeper of the winds, supposedly lived here, controlling the weather from his cave. When Odysseus visited, Aeolus handed him a bag of winds. Classic mythic mischief followed. Vulcano was said to be Hephaestus's forge, where thunderbolts and armor for the gods were crafted. These myths turned the islands into a stage for divine drama. But humans arrived too, about 6,000 years ago, drawn by obsidian, the Stone Age's sharpest tech. Lipari's obsidian was traded across the Mediterranean, making these early settlers the region's first tech moguls. Greeks and Romans followed, building towns, planting vineyards, and mining minerals. The islands became a melting pot of cultures and ambition. Today, ruins of Greek acropolises and Roman villas still dot the landscape. The Aeolians have always been a hub of innovation, myth, and adventure. These rocks have seen it all, gods, traders, and dreamers, and their story is just getting started. Life on the Aeolian Islands? Never easy. For centuries, pirates prowled the Mediterranean, making these islands a prime target. Islanders built cliff-top villages with winding streets, easy to defend, hard to invade. But pirates weren't the only threat. The volcanoes themselves were unpredictable landlords. Most days, they just smoldered. But when they erupted, like Vulcano in 1888, everything changed. Islanders learned to read the signs, earthquakes, strange gases, and knew when to run. Then there was the weather. Sudden storms could cut the islands off for weeks. Self-sufficiency was key, collecting rainwater, preserving food, building sturdy boats. This constant battle with nature bred resilience and tight-knit communities. When disaster struck, neighbors rebuilt together. When storms hit, families shared what they had. The Aeolian spirit of survival is etched into their villages and their way of life. It's a culture shaped by adversity but defined by strength. Even today, you can feel that quiet toughness in every stone and every story. The island's history is one of challenge and triumph, and that's what makes them so compelling. For centuries, Aeolian life was all about survival, fishing, farming, and hoping for the best. Capers, olives, and Malvasia grapes were staples, but life was tough and many left for better prospects. Then, after World War II, artists and filmmakers arrived, drawn by the island's wild beauty. The 1950 film Stromboli put the islands on the map, and suddenly, the world took notice. Tourism transformed the economy, fishermen's houses became guest houses, ports filled with yachts, and new jobs emerged. The island shifted from hardship to chic travel hotspot, but with popularity came challenges: how to balance tradition and tourism, preserve culture and nature. Islanders walk a fine line, but they've held on to their identity. Fishing boats still head out at dawn, capers are still picked by hand, and the volcano still puts on its nightly show. The Aeolian Glow-Up is a story of reinvention, without losing what makes them unique. It's a place where old and new coexist, and every sunset feels like a celebration. The islands have become a symbol of resilience and style, and their transformation is as dramatic as their landscape. Why visit the Aeolian Islands? Because nowhere else gives you a geology lesson and a tan at the same time. Hike Volcanoes crater for panoramic views and steaming fumaroles, sulfur smell included. For thrill seekers, Stromboli's night eruptions are nature's fireworks, happening every 15-20 minutes. It's raw, real, and unforgettable, a reminder that the planet is alive. Each island has its own vibe. Lipari is lively, Salina is lush and laid back, Panarea is chic, and Alacuti and Filicudi are wild and remote. There's an island for every mood, from party to peace. The Aeolians offer a connection to ancient, untamed forces. Swim in crystal clear water, explore Greek ruins, and watch a volcano erupt, all in one day. It's a trip for all your senses: sulfur, salt, roaring lava, and star-filled skies. More than a vacation, it's an experience that stays with you. The islands invite you to slow down, look closer, and feel the power of nature. If you want adventure and authenticity, this is your place. The Aeolian Islands, swipe right for the trip of a lifetime. What's the final word on the Aeolian Islands? They're the definition of resilience. Blown up, shaken down, raided, abandoned, they're still here, more iconic than ever. Like a celebrity who thrives on drama, the islands just keep getting better. Beauty and danger go hand in hand here. The thrill of volcanoes makes the peaceful moments sweeter. Black sand, white houses, fiery eruptions, tranquil sunsets, it's beautiful chaos. The Aeolians refuse to be just one thing, not just a beach, not just a volcano, not just history. In a world of sameness, they're stubbornly, wonderfully weird. Their flaws are their main attraction: smoking craters and rugged cliffs on full display. The islands are a testament to nature's power and human tenacity. They remind us that the wildest places are often the most beautiful. If you want a destination that shakes up your perspective, look no further. The Aeolian Islands are a living, breathing, occasionally exploding legend, and honestly, what's cooler than that?